Hello, I'm Dan Koob.
And I'm Cherry Gregg. Coming up on Temple Update, Temple celebrates the official launch of its television station. We have full coverage of the TUTV ceremony.
And an alcoholic beverage is stirring up trouble on campuses nationwide. We'll tell you what the officials are saying about Four Loko.
And in sports, the men's and women's basketball team open up their regular season play. We'll have scores and highlights coming up.
All that and much more on Temple Update.
Coming up on Temple Update, a ceremony for Temple's new expansions.
And Temple University celebrates the launch of its television station.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Temple Update. I'm Cherry Gregg.
And I'm Dan Koob. We begin Temple Update with news on the official launch of Temple University Television. After 15 years off the air, Temple University has officially re-welcomed TUTV, Temple University Television. Updates Christina Leon was at the station's launch ceremony.
Edition, TUTV. The new cable television station launched in part due to the $1.2 million donation from Cal and Lucille Rudman, and many students are looking forward to working with the station.
When we look at TUTV, it's going to be just that much more experience for students coming in here. And you look around and you see the excitement that it's creating. Everybody coming out here is support of TUTV, and really what it's going to mean for journalists who come through this program.
I just think it's such a wonderful opportunity to get this experience while you're at school, and you can get involved any way you want. They just open it to everyone. It's just everything you can imagine that you wanted to do, you could do right here at Temple.
The station runs regional programming and student-produced content, such as Temple Update and Al Sports.
But people who come through our door with projects they've created themselves, filmmakers, BTMM and FMA students, theater majors, who've come here with projects they've worked on that we've had the opportunity to play on TUTV, and I think that's beneficial to everybody involved.
Now that it is officially launched, TUTV will be accepting proposals for content. Anyone interested should stop by the Cal and Lucille Rudman Media Production Center in Annenberg Hall. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Christina Leon.
The White House announced Assistant Professor Jennifer Cromley is a recipient of this year's Presidential Early Career Award. The award is the highest honor given to science and engineering professionals in the early stages of their independent research careers. Cromley joined Temple University in 2005 after receiving her doctorate in human development from the University of Maryland.
Temple celebrates its international programs each year. Updates Josh Filomeno has more on Temple's mission to go around the world in one day.
Temple University hosted its 5th annual Global Temple Conference on November 16th. The event, which was open to the Temple community, explores and celebrates Temple's wide array of international work. And Chairman All-Star Howard explains it's a unique way for students to look at the university.
Okay, this is the 5th annual Global Temple Conference, and our purpose is to highlight the international character of Temple University.
Many students came out to the event. Some even traveled all the way from the Harrisburg campus in order to present and learn from others.
As students, it's important to learn about what else is going on in the world because, well, we all are kind of part of this, and we're all connected in different ways. So,
the conference included presentations from faculty and students, as well as posters, photo essays, documentaries, and findings from international studies. Jamie Molino, the Associate Director of Study Abroad and Overseas Campuses, sums up the purpose of the conference in just one sentence.
So Temple Owls really are all over the world, and what the conference does is bring the world back to North Philadelphia.
Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Josh Filomeno.
Temple University's Center City campus announced it will stop offering non-credit courses at the end of the fall semester. This is due to declining enrollment. Temple's Ambler and Fort Washington campuses will still offer non-credit professional development courses. Students enrolled in courses for credit at TUCC will not be affected. Venues Today magazine named Temple's Leah Cora Center a gem among Pennsylvania venues. The magazine highlights the Leah Cora Center as the third largest grossing concert and event venue behind only the Wells Fargo Center and Hershey Park Stadium. The center's rise in popularity is credited to the growing student population and area development projects.
The new Museum for Jewish History opened its doors on November 14th, and we were there to ring in the city's newest museum at a ceremony on Independence Mall. Thousands gathered on Independence Mall to open the National Museum of American Jewish History. Vice President Joe Biden was the keynote speaker of the ceremony on a day where Philadelphia saw the opening of the only American museum that chronicles the American Jewish experience.
I see it as an institution that celebrates the diaspora's past and illuminates the contributions made by Jewish Americans.
The state-of-the-art building features 5 floors of Jewish history, with video screens, exhibits, and artifacts, all with a unique Jewish historical perspective. And everyone we spoke with wanted to share their own American Jewish experience.
Take from the experience how great freedom is, how much it needs to be treasured, and how much you need to work to preserve it.
Sophia Robovitsky-Tamarkin was walking around the exhibits 21 years to the day of her immigration to the United States from Russia.
I was the person sitting on a suitcase, looking out of the window of the airplane and thinking, wow, where am I going? What's going to happen to me? So this really happened to somebody who's standing before you today. This is not a story that happened hundreds of years ago.
It's no surprise, really, that a museum erected to honor the perseverance and survival of the Jewish people rests on Independence Mall. The museum will be open to the public on November 26th.
This holiday season, Pi Alpha Psi, the National Honor Society for Horticultural Students, will be selling poinsettias to help bring about the holiday spirit. Prices range from $4 to $16 depending on size. The deadline to order is Monday, November 29th, and the plants will be available for pickup the week of December 13th. An official beam signing took place to recognize the renovation plans of Pearson and McGonigal Halls. President Ann Weaver Hart spoke about the new project and its importance to Temple's community.
This new project, which is $48 million, is going to increase dramatically our exercise and recreational facility for students. It's really an important time, an important aspect of that quality of student life.
The new facilities will include a dedicated practice gym for Temple athletics, upgraded dance studios, and new classrooms. Construction is set to be finished next fall.
Well, award-winning author and poet Catherynne Valenti was last week's guest speaker at Temple's Poets and Writers Series. Valenti was a finalist for the World Fantasy Award in 2007 and 2009. She is just one of many authors Temple is showcasing in their Poets and Writers Series. The series will resume next spring after the holidays. And as part of the sustainability initiative on campus, Bike Temple recently hosted its Bike to Breakfast event. Bikers gathered around the bell tower for a free breakfast. Riders who have never biked to class before received a Bike Temple t-shirt. They were encouraged to sign a sustainability pledge, promising to live more green. Bike to Breakfast was a way to build community and encourage people to ride their bikes to school.
Still to come on this edition of Temple Update, a new study shows a lack of focus leads to unhappiness.
And in sports, the basketball season tips off for both the men and the women. Don't go anywhere. Temple Update will be right back.
Here with this week's health report is Isabel Garcia. Isabel, tell us more about the new unique department that is new at Temple.
Thanks, Cherry. Temple University is doing its part in helping people with mental illnesses become more involved in the community. Professor Mark Seltzer founded the Department of Rehabilitation Sciences within the College of Health Professions and Social Work. The department focuses on new ways to reintegrate people into society who have become alienated due to mental disabilities. With Thanksgiving break just around the corner, students are looking forward to being home with family and eating a healthy home-cooked meal. Temple Health Services is helping students eat healthy year-round. Through the Supermarket Smarts grocery store tour, college students are learning how to shop healthy on a limited budget and become more aware of what they're putting in their body. Researchers at the University of California have found that reducing the amount of salt consumption by young adults can potentially decrease future health costs. According to the study, if teens were to cut out half a teaspoon of salt per day, their overall health would dramatically increase. Experts suggest consuming no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium daily. According to a new study at Harvard University, a lack of focus can lead to unhappiness. The study showed 47% of people spend their time worrying about other tasks as opposed to what is going on in the moment. The study recommends exercising and engaging in conversation to help keep you happy and focused. And guys, a great way to combine those both activities is to go to the gym with a friend.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to stay motivated and, keep feeling great about yourself.
Yeah, that's great advice, especially for me. Thanks, Isabel. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Great report.
Well, one alcoholic beverage has been generating quite the buzz on college campuses around the nation. Updates Jennifer Lee has the story.
People are calling it liquid cocaine, while others are naming it blackout in a can. The popular college go-to drink is known as
Four Loko.
Costing about $3 a pop, the malt beverage contains 12% alcohol volume, along with 9 different flavors to choose from. Students just can't get enough.
It's definitely economical for students. It's cheaper, it's quantity, and it's value for your dollar.
It takes away the taste of liquor or alcohol.
But recently, students at Central Washington University, St. Joe's University, and a 19-year-old Philadelphia resident were all hospitalized. They were all negatively affected by the consumption of Four Loko. So why is the drink so dangerous?
It's 12% alcohol by volume, which is a higher percentage of volume than like a beer or a shot would be. And it's combined into a can with caffeinated carbonated beverage, which increases the rate of intoxication.
Four Loko is banned in certain states like Michigan, Washington, Utah, Oklahoma, and New York, and at some colleges like Ramapo College in New Jersey. Even Temple students received an email from Dr. Teresa Powell, the Vice President for Student Affairs. She says, "There are a growing number of reports about the dangers of mixing alcohol and caffeine. We encourage students to refrain from consuming these beverages." Pennsylvania's Liquor Control Board is urging beer distributors to stop selling the malt beverages. However, the drink is not banned until the FDA completes a safety review. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Jennifer Lee.
Since Jennifer filed that report, there have been a couple of important updates. The FDA sent letters to manufacturers warning that the caffeine is an unsafe food additive, and the makers of Four Loko plan to remove the caffeine from their drinks.